Well, hello there friends. Today in this video I want to talk about this Medleyfaire event. A lot of people are asking a lot of basic questions out in the global chat, so I thought I'd put this out here again for you new players to take a look at. First off, to start it, you then have to find one of the camps. Now they're located in several locations and I'll show you where those are. So there is one in Monarch's Bluff down here. You want to look for the sun icon. You'll have to travel to them, but once you travel to them, they are fast travel, so you can, get there pretty quickly. There's another one over in Weaver's Fen up here at the top. There's one here in Brightwood over here. And I think the fourth and last one is down over in this little corner in Everfall. Once you're there, it'll look like this. All the camps pretty much look the same. Make sure you grab your scrolls here, free XP if you haven't already. And then you want to come up to the guy on the stage with the big icon and talk to him. He's going to get you started on the quest. Now, the quest, pretty annoying because you're going to be going to a lot of places and it could take you an hour, maybe a little more if you don't have the fast travel locations. And he'll have you just do specific things like grab stuff. Now, I just want to give you a tip. For example, there is one of them where they want you to like water the plants. You have to have some of the items that they ask you for in your actual inventory. So in here, so down here where it would say water, like water the plants, you have to have water in your inventory or it's not going to let you do it. So make sure you stop by any of the freshwater lakes, not the ocean, the freshwater rivers and things like that. Grab water, pain in the ass, but you'll get through it at some point. And then once you're done, it'll open up and you can now look at the shop and get some of the stuff here. So from what I found, there's really no fast way. And now some of you other veterans out there, if you found a super fast way, you let me know, please. This shit's killing me. But for you new people, you're going to want to grab these two sheet musics right here, the Yeah, because they're the fastest music song aside from the actual bug songs. Not to mention that if you play the songs, you can actually get faction points and these medallions here. I'll show you that because I haven't done it today, so I'll show you what that looks like. And there's two types. You have these blue ones right here, you see the blue, and then if you come down into the bottom you have the white ones, and I should have them in my inventory already. So right here, so you have the premium and the Medleyfaire, just standard tokens. These blue ones can be converted into the primary, and the primary ones are used to get you the better stuff. When you go fishing, you'll get one of these three drops. Now what do you do once you grab those? Oh, there's also one more thing. Sorry. Here we are, these things, the dust. And when you get those, they then convert and also give you fish bait. And I'll talk about all that when we go over in just a second. So let's say you do have this stuff already on hand. You're going to come to this spot. There's three carts here. You see all three of them. This particular one is going to allow you to convert your stuff. So for example, right here, you can see that converts, and then you need 50 of these. And then when you convert them, they're going to give you your premium tokens. Well, they're going to give you those, and then you convert those over here, these ones, to premium tokens. Be careful that you do not convert your premium tokens back down into the basic ones. Make sure you click on premium and do that one. So there's that. Now if you have this one, the legendary one, how do you use that? Well, you come up to this bonfire, just press E, and as you'll see, you'll get experience, 25 reputation, and then 1 premium token per one that you put in there. So I should have a couple, and then if you have no more, it'll give you the X. So with this particular cart, mount to catch, when you're fishing, you'll come across certain things like this wrap stuffing, seaweed, and wood. You're going to need those to make one of these three types of stands here, right? The stands. And each stand correlates to a specific type of fish. So you have your small fish, your medium fish, and your large fish. And then what you do, obviously you have to catch the fish like I do here. I'm still trying, I want to make this mount, my swordfish that I caught. You can mount your fish and you can put those in your house. Looks pretty cool. That's pretty much everything with these. Now let's go over the ways to get your points. There should be a fishing spot right over here unless someone already took it. I see someone over there, so he's probably already taken it, little bastard. So those are with the sturgeon fish pond. Like, this is what you want to fish at. Now they only have 3 per cast, I guess you can say. Like, so every time you see one of these, you can only cast into it and grab 3 potential fishes out of it, and then you salvage those by double clicking them once they're in your inventory, and they'll convert into these things right here. But since we're right here, let's go into the music one. I think you can do this twice, and then they will give you 75 or 60 depending on how good you play the song. So make sure you try your best here so you get the most XP out of this crap as possible. So let's see. So once you're done, you'll see you'll get, boom, 76, 1 premium, and 5 of the original tokens. So here we completed the second time. Another 76, and I got a pattern. Okay, the first time I ever got that. And let's see if we get a third one. A third one. So we got 3. Okay, and let's see a fourth if it gives me bonuses. It does not. So I think 3 times a day you can do that and get the extra pretty good amount actually. Every single day you get 228 reputation. Not too bad. Alright, so here we are. I'm going to show you guys how this particular one works with the music and the bugs. So there's one right there. Now be careful of other monsters or things around. Like I know these stupid ass goats are going to come hit me while I'm doing this, and I really don't want to have to do it again. So you walk up here, it says press F5 to do the music. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Bad thing is you have to play it 3 times for you to get the rewards out of it. And actually people who are standing around could also take the rewards from you as well. And then we get the dust on the ground. So all these gold things you're going to want to grab. As you can see, we're getting reputation and more dust, which we can convert. And in total, we get roughly, can change a little bit, but 40 event reputation for doing those. So every one of those is 40 possible reputation points. And on to the final and last one is fishing. Let me find you guys one of those. Alright, so I found one that's not occupied. Just had to kill some of the monsters out of there so we can do this in peace. So you grab your fishing equipment here. You line up on that little spot. You're going to want to use the event bait. Put that in there. And then you just kind of cast and fish as normal. For that one, we got 7. This one looking like one of them big boys. He's huge. 15. You get a big boy, you get a large, you get a 15. Okay, medium 7. So I would say anywhere between 21 and maybe like 40. Oh, I got 10. Never mind. 25, 7, 32. So yeah, anywhere between like maybe 20 and 40 reputation points per one of those little things. I don't know if the other stuff gives more. I would think not. You know, you guys can experiment on that. Another really good one actually is to do dancing. So you go to all of the main spots, you come up and you see the little P for dancing. I'm pretty sure you just hit it like that, press P for the emotes, and you just sit here, and you could do this at all 4 of them. Gives you a massive amount. Boom, 250. So you times that by 4, you know, you're looking at a pretty solid amount. So you just go from there to the other ones and just do it like that. That's going to be a fat amount. I also forgot to mention here, and I thought I'd say, is that I'm thinking every town, I could be wrong, and most of these towns you'll see these. You can come up to them, I think every 24 hours, and you get a reward and some reputation, 100 reputation, and a gypsum if you're level 60. So that's pretty nice. And then they give you this, which you can open up, which will house some coin and some tokens for you. And then what you also want to do is, you know, try to get as many, go to like all to the main towns and get your 100 reputation there. That's really going to speed things up for you. So then, as I said, you just go back here to the fair spot, you turn them in, and hopefully you can get some pretty cool rewards. See you guys on the next one. Obesity.